In today's video, I'm diving into a fall clean and decorate with me that's anything but picture perfect. This isn't curated chaos or influencer level sparkle. This is real life, real messes, real neglected corners, real budget friendly fall magic. We're tackling the dust bunnies, reclaiming the forgotten zones, and layering in cozy autumn vibes with DIYs and dollar-stretching decor that actually work for everyday people. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the Pinterest perfect pressure, this video is your safe haven. So grab your coffee, your cleaning gloves, and maybe a pumpkin-scented candle if you're feeling fancy. We're here to inspire, motivate, and most of all, make you laugh. Because cleaning doesn't have to be glamorous to be powerful, and decorating doesn't have to be expensive to be beautiful. Let's get messy, get festive, and most of all, get real. We are jumping right into things today, guys. Getting my fireplace mantle ready for fall decor, one of my favorite seasons of the year. This fireplace mantle is so dirty. I've been super lazy and probably haven't cleaned it since Christmas of last year. I'm embarrassed to say, but that's all right. We're getting it done today. As you can see by the state of this candle, oh my God, when I pulled it down, I was utterly disgusted. I could not believe that. So that's just proof right there. I have not been on top of cleaning this fireplace at all. Now the fireplace is filled in, and I will explain a little bit more about that later in the video. Now here are all the decorations that I've pulled out of the boxes and laid out for this specific area, the kitchen and this little dining area right off the kitchen. It's kind of one big open space, which you guys will see. So I'm going to take some of this garland. It's kind of already together, and let's get that up on the mantle. This garland isn't pre-made. It's many years of gathering different things and figuring out how I want to put it together. The greenery is from Amazon from a few years ago. It actually had cotton on it that I pulled off, and I really like it because of the twigs that you can move around, and they just add more height. And then the berries that you see some of them are from Dollar Tree, some of them are from Hobby Lobby, and the leaves and little pumpkins and some of the other things I put in here are from Dollar Tree. So this was a very inexpensive situation. But again, I would link some of the stuff, but most of it is from years ago. Now let's talk about the fireplace. So this is a rental home. We've been here for about a year and a half now. And I guess they don't trust their tenants with fire because they filled in the fireplace.
This is why we don't play with fire.
Now we are in Vegas, so it's very hot here, and we honestly don't miss having a fireplace really. And then we got kind of a decorative chair to sit in front of it, which you'll see in a little bit, to kind of take people's eyes away from the fact that our fireplace is cemented in or walled in. Here's a close-up of the final result. And stay tuned because I'll give a full reveal of this entire area a little bit later in the video. Now down below the fireplace here is where my dog Indy likes to lay. And as you can see, it's really bad. So obviously this area over here has been highly neglected, and it's time to get it cleaned up over here. The baseboards are dusty and dirty. Also, you can see her dog hair all over the floor. Let's get to cleaning this area up. I'm just using the cleaning wipes that I showed you guys earlier. Those work really well to get the grime and oils and dug in dirt that are all over these baseboards. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate, loathe, despise cleaning baseboards.
Loathe entirely.
I'm no spring chicken, you guys, so this is definitely something that I don't enjoy. And I feel like unless you get on your knees and really scrub them, they just don't get clean. So I will admit I put them off a lot longer than I should, but I'm super happy that I'm busting this out today. So now we're moving on to the right side of the fireplace. This is my dog's area, Indy, and this is her bed. It's really hairy and pretty dirty. And as you can see, she left blueberries in her bowl. So I basically make her fresh food. I make her rice, chicken. I'll throw some blueberries in there, some veggies. And she was eating them, but she just decided that she was over it. And she left 6 blueberries. I counted them, 5 or 6, in her bowl. Now they were in rice and pumpkin and beef broth, and she managed to eat every little bit around those blueberries and leave those. So it looks like we're going to have to take a break from the blueberries for a little bit. I just thought that was hilarious. She's a picky little thing. But anyways, I need to wash her bed, but we're not doing that today, guys. That's just way too much going on. I'm literally deep cleaning, decorating. We'll be washing the bed probably in a few days. Our backyard is full dirt, which you guys will be seeing because I'm going to be doing a video where we're sprucing up the backyard, but it's desert, it's dirt. So keeping her bed clean is near impossible. As a matter of fact, keeping her clean is near impossible. So anyways, here's the accent chair I was telling you guys about that kind of sits in front of the fireplace a little bit and blocks the hilarious filled in fireplace. Anyways, I was fluffing this pillow and noticed, hey, it's orange on the backside. So why buy a new $25, $30 pillow or a cover when I just flip this one around and it's orange? So that's what I did. Trying to film while putting this throw on and adjust the pillow, but as you can see, I'm not the most talented at that. I do so much better when the camera's on the tripod. But anyways, here's my attempt at filming a little close-up of me putting the throw on the chair. It's fighting me a little bit, but we got it done. So here's this area all completed, decorated, cleaned. Now let's move on. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean and decorate this little cutout that goes between the kitchen, dining area, and the living room. So as you can see, I have to run back and forth to this other table that has more of this hodgepodge garland. And I'm going to go ahead and put it all across here. As you can see, the couch, that's Mom's couch. Okay, Mom lives with me now. I have updates to give you guys, but we'll do those later. But that's Mom's couch, and it's white. And she doesn't want to get it dirty. She's so cute. So she keeps this blanket on it. But a little bit later in the video, we're going to go ahead and take that off and clean and decorate, or not decorate the couch, but clean it and fluff the pillows, make everything look really nice. So you guys will get to check out the couch. So anyways, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. I thought I had it all figured out from last year. And of course, every year, everything comes out a little bit differently. But we're playing around, and lo and behold, after I go through all of this, playing with this, redoing it, I kept thinking, something's missing. And lo and behold, it was. I always put a vase there with some shrubbery or whatever you want to call it in it. So here we go. This is the vase. It's really pretty, and I can't remember where I got it. The florals, I guess, I'm putting in here is another hodgepodge of random things, some from Amazon, some from Hobby Lobby, and I think possibly a few things from Dollar Tree. But I absolutely love the way that this came out. I love this vase. So I'm going to have to put all this together and add it to that little section there. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so I'm clearing out some space for the vase. You can see Mom in the background there. She's on a phone call. It looks really funny because I put it on a faster speed. So looks like she's dancing around there, really anxious. And anyway, so I got the vase there. Here's the final look. I think it came out really nice. It needed that. It needed something taller like that in the middle. So I knew something was missing, and I'm glad I figured it out. Now we're going to move on to the buffet. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down real quick. Again, I think another area I have unfortunately neglected, as you will see in a minute. I didn't realize how dusty and dirty it was on top of this buffet. Very gross, but with all the dust and dirt it really isn't surprising. So the first thing I'm going to put on the buffet is this cute little pumpkin. I know I got this at Hobby Lobby last year. And as you can see, I'm like, oh, look, it lights up. And then I realized there's not even a battery in it. But you know what? I don't feel like going and get a battery right now. So I'm just going to set it up there. And that is something we'll be doing later. But I love it. It's really cute. Just a metal little pumpkin that does light up. And once I replace the batteries, I will show you guys what it's all about. This is a candle holder I got from Bath and Body Works many years ago. I love it. The sparkly pumpkin. It's so incredibly adorable. So we're going to put that on there. And I'm not going to go too crazy on this buffet because, went a little crazy on the mantle and that cutout. I don't want it to be too loud and too out of control. Notice there was a lot of dust on the bottom of this candle holder. So let's take care of that. And then we're going to go ahead and add the candle, which I got at Walmart. I have to tell you guys, this scent is so good. I mean, this candle is only like $6. Or warm fall leaves. That's what it is. Okay. Warm fall leaves. My mom and I love this scent. It's not too like cookie smelling. It's not too cinnamony. I don't know. It's perfect. It's like the perfect fall scent. And for only $6, you can't beat it. So my mom and I literally went to Walmart, and I don't even know how many we bought. Probably 10 of these candles because we love to burn them. And we got some for every room. So just a little heads up before they run out, go get some of these warm maple leaf scented candles. This is some garland that I got at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago as well. As you can tell, I'm not really shopping this year for decor. I'm trying to go with what I have. I'm not going to lie, I did run over and get a few things. If I can remember what they are, I'll let you guys know. But anyways, this garland is from Hobby Lobby, and I think it just adds the perfect little touch. It's not too much, especially since we use this area. My husband will set his keys, his wallet, random things get set there. So I actually think it's best to not go too overboard on this buffet right here. So I tried to dump out the vacuum cleaner and created a real life mess. This is a real life mess. We have got rabbit hair, dog hair, dust and debris all over and hanging half out of the trash can. You know, it's so fun when you're already kind of beat and you try to empty the vacuum cleaner, and this is what happens. So let's get this cleaned up real quick. I'm going to go ahead and empty this trash. I'm going to clean off the trash can and get this area ship shape before we move on. Oh, and yes, I forgot to say, I do have rabbits. I'm sure they will make an appearance, not in today's video, but at some point in the future, I will be cleaning their room and let you guys have a glimpse at Winston and Willow, our two other fur babies. Just a quick tip, I like to keep the roll of trash bags inside the trash can. It just makes it so much easier to replace the bag. It's nothing revolutionary, trust me, but just a little tip. We have some spills underneath the cabinet here where I keep the trash can, some random dog hair, some crumbs. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off and get that vacuumed out before I put this trash can back. Between me and you, I think it's Grandma's tea bags, but we'll just keep that between us. It's okay. So I made this bouquet before I decorated the buffet, so don't mind the pumpkin and candle holder sitting there, but it didn't fit in. I wanted to show you guys the buffet before I did this, but anywho, we are going to make a bouquet for over the kitchen sink. Everything here is from Hobby Lobby, and you better run if you're going to get this stuff before it gets sold out. But I love this pumpkin shaped or pumpkin vase. It is so cute. And then I got all of this foliage, fake flowers, shrubbery, whatever you want to call it, from Hobby Lobby. I trimmed it down, folded it so it would fit. and I'm going to put this over the kitchen sink. I actually made a couple of these. You'll see them in different sections of the house. I just thought they came out really cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now I'm going to go ahead and wipe this little table off here and create this little centerpiece. This is where we eat most of our meals. This is where a lot of action happens since it's in the kitchen area. So I don't want to put a lot on this table, but I just thought this was something simple and just enough to kind of spruce up this area just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum up around this table and this area. I dropped a lot of leaves when I was decorating and kind of get the chairs pushed back in. And you can kind of see how this area turned out. I think it turned out good. It's not, to me, it's not overdone. And I'm super happy with it. So now we're going to go ahead and move on into the actual kitchen area and get that cleaned up. Off we go. Actually, just kidding. I wanted to show you it from this side as well so you could get a better visual of the cutout that goes into the living room. So I was just kidding. Now we'll go into the kitchen. Off we go. You can't see it from here, but this fridge has a lot of fingerprints, smudges, stickiness. So I'm going to go ahead and get that handled right now. First, I'm wiping it off with a wipe to get the stuff that's sticky and get it really clean. And then I'll go ahead and dry it and go in with a stainless steel cleaner. I think it's the Wyman stainless steel cleaner that I use. Yeah, that's it. It smells really good and it works so good, you guys. It leaves the stainless steel so shiny and looking pretty much brand new. Even if it has scratches on it, it really helps. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. That's a big item in the kitchen that stands out like a sore thumb if it's got gunky fingerprints and smudges all over it. Look how shiny she is. It looks so good. I love this cleaner.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Chef's kiss. I love nothing more than shiny stainless steel. Let's get this put back together and move on. Mom and I took a little break for lunch, so I need to get all of this cleaned up and put away so I can finish cleaning up the kitchen and do some mopping and move into the next room. If you guys are new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Lisa, and I'm 54 years old. I live with my mom. She lives with me. I help take care of her and my husband. So it's just the three of us and our fur babies here at the house. We moved out here to Nevada about a year ago from Texas. I originally started my channel when we were in Texas, so I have some older videos, and then I had to take a little break. My dad got really, really sick, and unfortunately, he passed away unexpectedly, and that was really tough on me. I had a full-time job, and that happened, and I was trying to run my channel, and I just couldn't do it, guys. It was just too much. I had to take a break. And then my son bought a house out here in Nevada, and my daughter decided to move out here after she graduated college. And that was exactly what I need. Once I knew my kids were settled here in Nevada, I decided it was time for us to move from Texas and move closer to the kids. It was so great for me, or it has been so great for me and my mom, and has helped me in my healing journey so much, being closer to them. So here we are in Nevada, and I feel like I'm finally in a good headspace and can get my channel up and going again. I also feel better knowing Mom's with me. I don't worry about her as much, and we just have a really good situation going on here. So I thought I would fire up MadMopper again and get it going. So if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much. Sorry for the delay, but I believe mental health is important, and you can't give your best for others if you're not taking care of yourself first. So I had to take some time and do that. And here I am. I'm back, guys, and so happy to be here with you. Okay, guys, we have a real life, completely embarrassing mess on this stove. The camera does magnify the little fibers and hair, but holy moly, this is so embarrassing. I swear, we feel like we're clean people. I don't know what happened here, but obviously another area I have been neglecting. So we need to do some serious cleaning right here. Again, this is so gross, but I'm telling you, it doesn't look as bad outside of the camera. The camera is really magnifying this, but it's obvious it's there, and we need to get this cleaned up like immediately. This is much better, if I might say so myself. What a relief. I feel like Little Miss Gas Stove is so happy to be clean. She's actually smiling at me. Did you see me checking the knob? If any of you guys have gas stove tops, I'm sure you know why I did that. There's been so many times I've leaned up against it and knocked the knob and literally turned on the flame, almost burning my hair off. Or just the knob turned on, not realizing it, leaning up against it, and the gas is on. It's kind of scary. In Texas, everything was electric, the stovetop, the oven. I actually love the gas stoves much better for cooking. But as far as the danger factor, you got to be real careful with them. That's definitely for sure. Okay, guys, it's time to go full speed through the rest of this kitchen. We need to get this busted out so that we can move on and decorate some more. Hopefully you don't get too dizzy watching this, but we're going to speed through the rest of this kitchen. You know, I wish that real life was like this. I wish I could move this fast in real life. Wouldn't that be great if when we were cleaning, we could like hit a button and go in full speed mode? That would be so awesome. But unfortunately, that's not the way it goes. But I'm not going to bore you guys with the full length of time it took me to finish this kitchen because it was quite a while. So anyways, sit back, relax, or get up and clean with me. Although I know you won't be able to go on full speed, but let's get this done. Okay, wait, Houston, we have a problem. I opened up the air fryer. Holy moly, you guys. Another real life mess. Another embarrassing moment. So we're going to take everything out of here and clean it. I believe that was fried, burned, whatever you want to call it, Swiss cheese. That's what I think that was. But anyways, we're going to get this little guy all cleaned up and good as new. Let's get a little funky while we do it, why don't we? Get up, guys. Let's do this together. Do a little dancing or just get your groove on because we're going to get a little funky while we finish this kitchen. Okay, that part is done. The kitchen looks so much better. It's got a little bit of fall touches to it, which is great. And now I'm going to go ahead and get ready and mop. But man, do I feel so much better. So much better, you guys. All right, moving on. Moving on to the dining room and the living room, I'm going to go ahead and put together another one of those bouquets. This one's going to go on the sofa table. I kind of had the shrubbery or whatever you want to call it already, just needed to stick it in the pumpkin jar, and I thought that would be the perfect spot for it. Now what I'm going to do is I have this dough bowl that I like to make every year and put it on the buffet that's here in the dining room. So that's what I'm doing here. I kind of had all of the stuff left over from last year, so I'm just kind of trying to remember how I did it. Now these pumpkins I've had for a while. I got them at Kohl's. Maybe I don't even know how long ago. They were orange and they're kind of like a fabric material, but I painted them white. It just fit with what I had going on better. And so I painted them white and they make a really nice touch to that dough bowl. So I'm going to hang this wreath on this mirror. That's where I put, there's always a wreath on this mirror all year round, whatever season it is. That wreath I believe I got on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll link it for you guys. But yeah, I thought this was the perfect spot for the dough bowl. Hung the wreath, and I've got another one of those candles I'm going to stick there. So it's pretty simple, but just enough fall to make a little punch. And that is the buffet in the dining room. By the way, you guys, if you're wondering about the furniture, a lot of the furniture in my house is on from Facebook Marketplace, including this mirror, the buffet. Most of the furniture in this house, especially the white furniture, was all curated from Facebook Marketplace. And then I painted all of it and then would sand it and distress it. It's all really good, heavy duty furniture, so much better than what you would get on Amazon or IKEA, the stuff that you have to put together. So I just found it all on Facebook Marketplace and brought it home and painted it when we moved here. We didn't want to bring a lot of the stuff from Texas with us. We kind of thought we would just start over. It's actually cheaper than hauling all the stuff from Texas to here. So once we landed in Vegas, I curated a bunch of this furniture and painted it to furnish the house. Now this is another dough bowl I have. This is what Mom wanted. She wanted this for the coffee table. So she picked out all of the stuff. She found a photo on Pinterest that she really liked. And so we recreated that photo into this dough bowl for her. So this is her situation, and she asked me to put it together for her. I thought it came out really, really good. You'll see it in just a few minutes when I put it on the coffee table. So now this dining room table here, I'm going to go ahead and clean it off. I have this runner that is from Kohl's. And these little pumpkins are from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to set those out. And then I have some florals that I got from Hobby Lobby. This is one of my purchases this year. So I just got these. I thought these sunflowers were absolutely gorgeous. The greenery I already had because I put a bouquet here year round, just like a wreath. So I just switched out the florals for these fall florals that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And I thought it just made such a statement in this room, a nice pop of color with all the whites and neutrals. And this vase is my mother's. She's had it for a really long time. It's a hand painted vase. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And again, I just love this tall kind of statement bouquet in the middle of the dining room table. So as the year goes on, you'll see that I switch it out with seasonal faux florals throughout the year. And then this is the other side of, so I've got the buffet on the one side, and over here I've got this wall art also from Hobby Lobby. The candle holders are from Hobby Lobby as well. And this is the dining room. So I left the greenery that I have year round, my plants that I love, and just added some fall touches. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some vacuuming done. I'm not going to be deep cleaning this area. It hardly ever gets used. And I actually just mopped it. I think it was last week. What I try to do in this house, since it's so big, is alternate every week the things I do to keep myself from getting completely overwhelmed, much less exhausted. So, again, that area doesn't get used much. There's really no deep cleaning necessary. Now I've moved onto the couch. I removed mom's blanket and I'm going to just fluff everything up and put the pillows back. We've got a fall throw I'm going to add to the chase there, or the ottoman. And that's a cute little pillow she got at Hobby Lobby, that little pumpkin pillow. This is pretty much her area where she likes to watch TV. And this couch is from Amazon. I can link it for you guys. Now, it's not the most cushioning couch, but mom has, she struggles getting up and down. So this couch works for her. It's not, it doesn't, you don't sink in when you sit on it. So that's why we picked this couch for her. It's easy for her to get up and down. And here is her piece that I made for her. She absolutely loves it. And I think it looks really good on this coffee table. The coffee table is also from Amazon. So it is gorgeous, you guys. It wasn't cheap, but it's absolutely gorgeous. There are certain pieces that I really couldn't find on Facebook Marketplace. This is one of them. So I picked it up on Amazon. I can link that for you guys as well. But yeah, here is the centerpiece. I'm going to add a couple more things to the coffee table in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. Now I've got another one of those garlands, just like I put on the buffet in the kitchen. Really simple, from Hobby Lobby again, that I got a few years ago. I'm just going to drape it there. I can't put too much here because of the cable box. I don't want to block that and make it hard for mom to turn the TV on and off. So I went real simple on this area. I've got this little pumpkin I picked up. I want to say these are all from Dollar Tree, to be honest. So I'm just going to put a little pumpkin there, a little pumpkin on each little, these are nightstands, and another piece like a dresser that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace and painted them. This here is from my grandmother, actually. It's so beautiful. And we pull it out every fall. And so I'm putting this in mom's area because it was her mom's. And then she has this little saucer that came with one of her teacups, a fall teacup that she picked up at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to leave that there for her. And I think that's just enough for this area. It's not too overbearing or anything. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of run the vacuum through here. Nothing spectacular. I'm not going to get too crazy in this area. Mom loves to snack on popcorn when she's watching TV. And it's so funny because sometimes I'll find little popcorn kernels or pieces of popcorn on the couch underneath. It's so cute. She's like, I try so hard not to spill it, But every once in a while, one of the kernels gets away from me. So cute. Moving on upstairs, I'm in the master bedroom. I'm going to get the mattress pad and the sheets off and give those a wash. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of decorating in the bedroom. Oh, yeah, and I had this wild idea that it was time to turn the mattress, I guess you would say, not flip it. This mattress is a memory foam mattress. It can't be flipped, but I decided that it was time to turn it. This is a California king size bed. I don't know what I was thinking. I managed to get it done, but look what happened to the bed skirt. That is so annoying. I don't know why they haven't come up with something better as far as that goes. But believe it or not, I did get it done. And somehow, some way, I was able to get the bed skirt put back the way it should be. I'm not sure why the camera is kind of going in and out of focus and shaking, but either way, you get the idea. This was hard work. I should have put my hair up, but why would I do that when I spent so much time putting a firecracker in it and blowing it up to get this beautiful dew that you guys have been staring at for the last half hour? From the front, I thought it looked great, but God forbid I get a mirror and look at the back of my head, which I didn't really notice until I started editing this video. And I went, oh, good Lord. Looks like I took a firecracker in my hair and blew it up. And I don't even know, you guys, but I did grow up in the 80s, and that's what my dad used to say. That's where I get it from, is my dad would be like, the wild hairstyles of the 80s. He'd be like sometimes, oh, wow, honey, it looks like you took a firecracker in your hair and blew it up and sprayed it with Aquanet. That's right. Any of you 80s ladies out there, I'm sure you can relate. And apparently I was trying to recreate that this morning. I'm not really sure, but either way, it is what it is. And then I was kind of laughing too at my shoes as I'm editing this video, my cloud shoes. When you have all hard floors in your house, which I'm sure you guys can relate, I have to do something super padded and super comfortable. I'm just getting too old to be super fashionable when I'm trying to clean the house, because I already wake up with plenty of aches and pains the next day. I'm not trying to make it worse by having my feet killing me while I'm spending hours cleaning the house. So anyways, for those of you who were kind of looking at the back of my head going, now you know. I didn't realize until I edited this video. And you know what? I've gotten past the age where I kind of really care, as far as like, oh no, I shouldn't post this video. I should refilm it. I don't look right, or, whatever. All the self-criticisms that we do to ourselves. I just kind of said, I don't really care anymore. I'm 54 years old, out here just trying to survive like everybody else, doing the best I can. It is what it is. I look the way I look, and I'm just doing the best I can. By the way, since I've been blabbing, the sheets have been magically washed and done in like 2 seconds. So that's how awesome my washer and dryer is. And so now I'm putting everything back on the bed. By the way, my washer is the washer dryer combo by, I think it's GE. And we were forced to buy that thing when we moved here, because the way our laundry room is, there's not room for a washer and dryer. It's like the weirdest thing. So we ended up having to go out and buy this washer and dryer combo. I have a love-hate relationship with it. If any of you guys have that, let me know in the comments. It's good and bad. I don't even know what to say, but it seems like it can be a little bit rough on your clothes. And when you pull your clothes out, they don't feel dry. But then the minute you like lay them out on the bed or whatever to fold them, they are dry. It's a really strange concept. It's really high tech, which I don't necessarily love. Like I have an app on my phone and I'm still trying to figure out all the lint and maintaining and cleaning of it. So anyways, we can talk about that more in a different video, but that's the case of my washer dryer combo. So now I'm just dusting these nightstands, just cleaning my room. These nightstands and the dressers in this bedroom, I also did get on Facebook Marketplace and I painted them black with like the gold accents. The downstairs is more of like, I guess you would say a shabby chic kind of situation. And upstairs, I made more of like a modern look. By the way, these came from Hobby Lobby, another purchase this year. So told you I did a few purchases this year. I love it when those things come off too. The little the flowers pop off and then you're trying to find where it came from to stick it back on. I think I just shoved them in the vase, to be honest. I got really frustrated and just shoved them in the vase and said forget it. But anyways, yeah, all of these dressers and nightstands are from Facebook Marketplace, painted them black with the gold accents, kind of just did a little bit of a different theme up here. This is kind of like basically my husband and myself. This is our area. So we went with a little bit of a different look upstairs. So there's the completed bed situation and dresser. I really love those big flowers. I have found lately though that like when I'm bending down over there picking something up, my hair gets caught in it, in the flowers. So that's kind of bugging me right now, but it looks really pretty. So I just deal with it because I like that, the look of that vase with those flowers. That wreath above the bed, by the way, I did make that. That is a Hobby Lobby, one of those big like grape wreaths, I guess they call them. It's the wreaths with all the twigs. And I just shoved a bunch of eucalyptus in there. I wanted something really big over the bed, and I couldn't find a picture that I liked or wall art, so I just made that big wreath. I really like it. It has fallen off the wall a time or two, but it's easy to put back up there. It's not heavy or anything. And then this year I haven't done it for fall, but typically I'll throw in some fall foliage or Christmas. I'll put some Christmas stuff in that wreath to spruce it up. I did not do that this year, and we're going to survive. It's going to be all right. We'll make it. But I'll probably put some Christmas stuff in there. Doing a little vacuuming, and let's finish sprucing up this room. And then we're going to move into the master bath and spruce some stuff up in there. And then I have some more decorating I'm going to do in the hallway. So stay tuned for that. So this is a little cutout I have at the top of the staircase. I thought I would decorate this little area right here. And I have another wreath similar to the one that I put on the mirror downstairs in the dining room. And this is definitely short people problems. I am trying so hard to get this. I do not want to get the step stool. And so here we are having an issue trying to get this wreath hung, but it gets up there. And as you can see, I'm being quite innovative here, getting that little piece pushed the way I wanted it with my pumpkin patch sign. This sign is pretty popular. You guys have probably seen it. It was at Hobby Lobby, and I think it's actually really pretty. So I thought that would look good there underneath the wreath. And then I've got another one of my famous little bouquets there in a different kind of vase. It's like a bubble vase, and my pumpkin candle. The pumpkin candle I got at Walmart. I got 2 of them. There's one on my dresser you guys probably saw. These things smell so good, and I'm glad I got them when I did, because I went back the following week and they were literally sold out. So I don't even know if you can find those now, but they smell so good, and I think they are so pretty. And with that, I think we are going to go ahead and end today's video. I appreciate all of you guys for sticking around if you've made it this far. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please throw me a comment, a like, and definitely subscribe. I'm so glad to be back, you guys. I had so much fun making this. I hope you guys had just as much fun watching it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.